Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 230. Rob Hoback here. Happy that you're here. Honored and humbled if you came back. Ready to get after it, like for real. So let's go. It is Manic Monday. It's time to get to work. So first things first, still the realist. I'm also focused. All right. Got a busy week in front of me. I know several of you do as well. So it's a great way to start. For my thank yous this morning, got two. Number one is Gandhi for his quote, "Be the change you want to see in this world," right? Took a little bit of that advice yesterday. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then also for the feedback that I received from Sissy over the weekend. So before we get to all of that, I want to just tell you about this interaction I had with Sissy yesterday or Saturday. So Saturday morning, I had the kids all weekend and, I can't remember what I was making, but we're having breakfast, just sitting around talking. Oh, I was making stuff for, Uncle Hobie requested some ranch crackers. So we made him some ranch crackers and stuff like that. And Sissy was like, "Man, Daddy, these are my favorite mornings." And I said, "Well, what's that?" And she's like, "Well, when you're cooking and we're all just here and everybody's happy and chatting." And I'm like, "All right, well, I appreciate the feedback. Let's just go ahead and implement that." And so yesterday we were able to just, bake some cookies, which leads us to our second thing is that, yesterday morning I talked about, the story from the Kwan. And the Kwan said, look, about his dad and family waiting until they had a tornado to engage with their neighbors. And so we had some new neighbors that moved in a couple doors down. We got some new neighbors right across the street. And so like 2 weeks ago, we made cookies and took them to the new neighbors across the street. Nothing, right? Then we've gotten one wave from them. And that's okay, right? Honestly, I think it's because they're younger. And younger people it's kids are the thing that kind of drive people. This is what I found that kind of drive people out of their comfort zone and teach them to engage with other people. Nonetheless, so saw that we had some new neighbors just a couple houses down. And Sissy and I made a little care package, some cookies and stuff like that, made a little note, made some other stuff. But the point was this, is that I can't sit here and talk about how, go meet a neighbor, be the change, and then not do anything myself, right? Like, so I took some of my own advice yesterday, and it was awesome because it was a little project with Sissy. Plus, we got some cookies out of it, got some ranch crackers, made some for Uncle Hobie. Everybody's a winner. And then this morning, as I was, just kind of doing my morning routine, I happened across this article about the Boy Scouts and about how they're on the verge of bankruptcy for all that stuff. And, I just keep thinking about how, there's this mindset, and maybe it's my perception, right? I feel like there's this large contingency of Americans that say, I want to go back. I want to go back there. And I think that, again, this is my perception, that people are looking longingly in reverse saying, I'd really like to go back there. My life was easier back there. And I would challenge you to be like, was it? Or did you just not know how bad it was? Because I feel like as we progress as a society and information is more available, people are encouraged to tell their truth comes out and it's not pretty, right? The stuff that everybody thought was going to be buried forever. And you read these stories just of thousands and thousands of kids. And again, it's my personal most disgusting thing somebody can do is when somebody comes to you for help and you take advantage of them, whether that's financially, whether that's emotionally, whether that's sexually, whatever. And everybody on both sides of that transaction knows what's going on. The person who is looking to somebody else for help, they're like, this is your idea of helping me, is to take advantage of me. And then if I speak up, it's just not good, right? And we wonder why there's so many unhappy people today. There's that. And then last night, Sunday night, as I should do, I was watching 60 Minutes and they had the leader of the Fed, the chairman of the Fed, right? The entity that kind of really controls our economy. And he was talking about a couple things that were just really disturbing. Number one, 7 million Americans are behind on their car payments. Think about that, right? And then you start thinking about, well, who's actually behind on their car payments? Probably not the 1%. They're laying down some cash for that. It's people who can't afford a car in the first place, going out, a bank probably shouldn't have loaned them, all these things, right? So you got that. And he talked about there are more Americans, people who are citizens of this country, not immigrants, Americans that are in the prime of their working lives and they've just stopped trying to work, meaning they couldn't find a job for whatever reason. Maybe they were whatever. Maybe their job was replaced by technology or automation and they don't have another skill set, and they say, well, I'm more skilled than, a cook or something like that, so I'm just not going to work. A lot of drug dependency in there. A lot of people just fall off and say, I'm just going to do this off the record. And that's not good for any of us, right? So in one conversation we talked about, there continues to be this wide separation of the haves and the have-nots, and the have-nots are growing quicker, right? It's going this way. It's not the way we want it. So anyway, look, what's all this mean? I mean, these are complicated problems that I don't have the answers for. All I know is it's something that concerns me. It concerns me that people say, oh gosh, that's where we need to go. But like, is it? Is that where we need to go? Do we need to go back to a time where, we've proven, right? We've proven a lot of these things that, these organizations put protecting the organization in front of helping an individual. Not good, right? And then just really marginalize the people that had problems. And then the other thing is that, look, the financial thing, it's clearly not working for everybody either. And so we need to just be open to change, right? And we have to be the change that we want to see in the world, right? Hands up, peace out. We're better together. It's a Manic Monday. Go get yours, right? I'm going to go get mine. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. We'll see you. Bye.